right on the set.
Ow! Peace and blessings of the Most High, the balance, omniverses, multiverses, triverses, dual verses, and universes be upon you all, and ear shot and eye shot of the God. It's your friendly neighborhood, Pharaoh Rise and Shepsi Dwamu Tefamoon, and welcome to another episode of Read Vision Radio, where we seek, analyze, and break down right knowledge, right wisdom, right understanding, right thinking, right reasoning, and right action from the third eye point of view. It's always funny. Yo, Rabat Muisa, what's happening, family? Huh? Y'all all right? Y'all chilling? Yeah. Yeah, we was on earlier for a little sneak attack. Yeah, we was on for a little sneak attack. So like with magic, peace and blessings. Hit that like button, y'all. You have a question? Yeah, you can email me. If you don't want to just say it out here on Front Street, it's something I did wrong, you can email me trying to show me some love. If it's something that you just want to talk about, you know, you could just, I ain't check my email. I'll check, let me see what we talk about. Wise Duty. I ain't see that. Talk about checking my email. Did I get some BT sent? Yo, you see my fly? Look, check out my fly, my screensaver. My joint is fire. Look at this. See the little gray? Meditating? Yeah, I'm on them. Y'all see that? Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, let me check it out. Yeah, man. So yeah, we about to set up for the chant. 9 o'clock chant. By get involved to evolve. Yeah, they on some other stuff with that payment amount. Talk about it scheduled. Yeah, you're not gonna move till tomorrow. Anyway. Yo, what's happening? Yeah, I don't see it. What's the name under God? You said a few days ago? What's the beginning of your email? Give me the beginning of your email so I can type it in and it'll bring it up during the search. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, I'm gonna get it though. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get it, family. Oh, okay, I got you. They be acting up. Who sent me this? No, so I'm just seeing something. It looked like a letter from prison. Okay. Yeah, it looked like a letter from prison. I'm seeing on my. Yo, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna dig it out. I don't know what's going on. It's showing me old emails, way back emails though. I don't get what's going on here. Like I'm seeing emails from like March 25th type stuff. Like, what's that about? Yeah, I'm gonna dig them out. I dig it out and let you know exactly what's happening. Yeah, we here. Let me do a roll call. Sifu. Yeah, you can hit the question out here, brother. If you got a question, you can hit me on an email, or you could just hit me. You know, you could say the question right now. I'll let you know the truth of, you know, as far as what I know about the situation. The ninth, Rahul Bat, ninth power, Sifu, Rahul Bat, peace and blessings. The ninth, Wise Tooth, the Hootie. Right back. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum with magic. Jerome McCain. Ronald Newton. Hey Ronald, how you let everybody get up in here like that before you go? Yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all being here on deck. You already know, man. You already know we is on time. So earlier, they had like a video excursion, with the CMYE, the Continental Moorish Yamasi Empire, Yamashi, and for Haraz Amut, celebrating the celebration of the golden child Haru, the falcon incarnation. So that was cool, and in the midst of that, everybody came through the page for the chant, and then they went back to the video excursion. Yeah, seafood, whatever. Yeah, I got you, God. Yo, whatever question you got, yeah, please let it rip, because if I can't answer it, we got other brothers and sisters that can help out. I don't know everything. We do our best, but we don't know everything, bro. But yo, let's get to this chat. We're gonna get this energy going, because this is protected by the red, the black, and the green with the key. Sissies. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm just, just trying to. Yo, let me tell y'all something. We had one day, you can ask the wife, right? Okay, check. I'm gonna give you. There is not just the information, but also with the language. I'm gonna give you the groups. There's a bunch of language groups on Telegram. You download the Telegram app, and it's about 4 language groups, and a few of them do a lot of audio. Then also, we have YouTube audios of the Paa Taraq that we read every day. We've been reading the Paa Taraq, but we have YouTube audios of Paa Taraq also, and classes dealing with the doctrine itself. And there's websites, and so you can leave me an email. I'll send you my email, and you can email me, and I can send you all this information. I'll place it here, but just so you get directly to you, and we'll do it like that too, and we can walk you through those things. Matter of fact, I had just got a catalog from the bookstore that somebody saved on Facebook, and I screenshot it. So I actually have the catalog. I'm gonna see if I got it in my drive. So let's start this chant while we got the energy. Big energy. We got his gotta hit Sabu and see when he gonna come through the show. Sabu Gadad. 7 God. Sabu Gadad. This appearance. I thought I read this already, but I didn't. So this is gonna be the one for tonight. Okay, we running a little blackish on the time, so not late. We never late. We like what's his name? We like Rick James. He said Rick James got to a show 2 hours late. He said, man, I ain't never late because the party don't start till I get here. That's how black people think. All right, y'all. Let's get in the zone. Anunate Kale Jawef Paud. Paa Taraq Yud. Anuki Jawef Pa Ashokim Pa Paud. Wu Kale Ashok Kawun Jawef Neya. Anuki Kasam Un Pa Paud. Wu Pa Paud Kawun Kasam Un Neya. Anuki Wahu Ame Pa Paud. Upa paud kaun wahu ame neya. Nakuk kado naju ame kasam unim pa paud. U kabu bame mushkasun. Nakuk kado kawan kale pafef nakuk dayo jawef pa paud. Ame wase ame dayorni kaun lake bakui jawef pa paud. Anuki ya baby nafashni. Pa paud kaun anuki. Pa paud kador nakuk kador. Pa paud amud nakuk amud. Lahe hum manenun. Am tumate kare hum. Am tumate kare kum. Am tumate kare nun. Am tumate jawef neya. Am tumate neya anuki hum. Yaye ashukraye asmudaye nun. Yaye nataru afuknun. Anunate mukradukum. Yaye nataru afuknun. Afuknun. Yaye nataru nun. Excuse me. Anun. Atun. Atun. Amun. Ya yehu, ya yehu, ya ye natharu. Ya ye saye, ya ye saye, ya ye natharu. Ya ye hika, ya ye hika, ya ye natharu. Am komate pa mufaku. Ya yehu, ya yehu, ya ye natharu. Am komate pa mufaku. Wuanunate mukradukum. Wuam kumate muisa nun. Ya yehu, ya yehu, ya ye natharu. Aromu klas nun atumra ye. Ya yehu, ya yehu, ya ye natharu. Ya ye mukdamu afuz nun. Amkum mane ya ke la duda muslafu nun. Wu muisaru nun. Mane ya ke sawura paba. Mane ya ke kawuna kau. Mane ya ke athe akak. Mane ya ke kawuna bashawu damam. Ya ye natharu mukdamu nun. Aro mufda nun. Anhu kawun manza mane pa natharu. Aro anhu kawun baba yananan. Aro anhu kawun atumraye. Aro anhu kawun haror. Ya ye natharu muslafu nun. Afuz nun mane pa mujwadu. Afuz nun mane gahalan. Ya ye natharu afuz nun. Mane sayo gayora. Afuz nun afusneya. Afuz nun afusneya. Ya ye natharu nun. Nakuk talub tamui bi pa natharu. Mane pa la en la wita nanu. Kalera namani ater la e pa natharu. Wu kale namazoratni ater la e kayariatun la ye pa natharu. Panan misfa kawun. Pasawabu Paa Taraq. Zikawuna nazula la heyan kun. Mane maspat wumasa. Ame hadianun wudamaun. Mane muslafukun. Wunataru. Arjula ye nafashukun. Ofukshane kawun kun. Pasawabu Paa Taraq. Bahadian wupadamal. Anun tawan kun. Lahe panandamal wushafe. Anun tawan kun. Lahe tim. Na soenun. Anun tawan kun. Lahe ashukuma. Em kumate muslafunun. Anun ate mukradukun. Anun talob nasarukuma. Anun talob nasarukuma. And so nun kain taru. And so nun muslafu nun. Anun ate musbatu. Anun. Atum. Atun. Amun. Anunate kale jawef paut. Nataru nun yaye mufdaru yaye nataru. Yaye atumra yaye natar. Yaye nun yaye natar. Yaye nun tad yaye natar tad. Yaye ha yaye natar. Yaye ha tat yaye natar tat. Yaye kak yaye natar. Yaye kak tat yaye natar tat. Yaye amun yaye natar. Yaye amun tad yaye natar tat. Yaye atum yaye natar. Yaye shashash yaye natar. Yaye tafaf natad yaye natar tad. Yaye sabab yaye natar. Yaye natat yaye natar tat. Yaye orash tad yaye natar tat. Yaye asa yaye natar. Yaye nabab tad hatad yaye natar tat. Yaye satak yaye natar. Yaye hara yaye natar. Yaye habtwi yaye natar. Yaye anaktad yaye natar tat. Yaye yaha hara twi yaye natar. Yaye nafar tum yaye natar. Yaye mantu yaye natar. Yaye babti yaye natar. Yaye sakam tad yaye natar tat. Yaye hatat hara tad yaye natar tat. Yaye ba'a ibis yaye natar. Yaye pata yaye natar. Yaye basas tad yaye natar tat. Yaye im hatab yaye natar. Yaye hu yaye natar. Yaye matat yaye natar tat. Yaye mahat yaye natar tat. Yaye kafafra yaye natar. Yaye maskanet yaye natar tat. Yaye reye tat yaye natar tat. Yaye kentamentiu yaye natar. Yaye hika'a yaye natar tat. Yaye natar tat yaye natar tat. Yaye ma'at yaye natar tat. Yaye renan tat yaye natar tat. Yaye shai yaye natar tat. Yaye sashat yaye natar tat. Yaye mafdat yaye natar tat. Yaye sabak yaye natar. Yaye anap yaye natar. Yaye khanum yaye natar. Yaye khanash yaye natar. Yaye patanun yaye natar. Yaye saye yaye natar. Yaye haktat yaye natar tat. Yaye amas yaye natar. Yaye sarap twi yaye natar. Yaye atun yaye natar tat. Yaye jahu twi yaye natar. Yaye patawarat yaye natar tat. Yaye sakat tat yaye natar tat. Yaye ha yaye natar. Yaye nahapka yaye natar. Yaye sakar yaye natar. Yaye ba'a yaye natar. Yaye yakar yaye natar. Yaye imharat tat yaye natar tat. Yaye wapawa tat yaye natar. Yaye sokat hatab tat yaye natar tat. Yaye meri tat sakar tat yaye natar tat. Yaye saye tat yaye natar tat. Yaye gorat tat yaye natar tat. Yaye asatenu yaye natar. Yaye bahat tat yaye natar tat. Yaye khanam tat yaye natar tat. Yaye manak tat yaye natar tat. Yaye khamam yaye natar. Yaye mahatwi yaye natar. Yaye kabasan anafaf yaye natar. Yaye da'amatara faf yaye natar. Yaye mari tat yaye natar tat. Yaye nasat yaye natar. Yaye imjadad tat yaye natar tat. Yaye nakak batat yaye natar tat. Yaye sakat tat yaye natar tat. Yaye yanak tat yaye natar tat. Yaye jadad yaye natar. Yaye tum yaye natar. Yaye wahu yaye natar. Yaye yasas yaye natar. Yaye anak yaye natar. Yaye Afaf Nuit Yaye Nathar. Yaye Satat Yaye Nathar Tat. Yaye Sakatwi Yaye Nathar. Yaye Immaat Yaye Nathar. Yaye Nana Yaye Nathar. Yaye Imnuit Yaye Nathar. Yaye Im Satak Twi Yaye Nathar. Yaye Mugdal Tat Yaye Nathar Tat. Yaye Rahashafaf Yaye Nathar. Yaye Marar Twi Yaye Nathar. Yaye Amun Raye Yaye Nathar. Hu Anunate Kaleja Wev Paut. Be Paranan Empire Babasar. Woo. Pa Batal Matad Arashtat. Woo. Pa Tawuba Sanan Harar. Amun. We also used to end the prayer like this too. Stanjay. So it's the class illa ankum onatum onatum onamun on paud. It's the class illa ankum or ankum. So it's like so it's the class or salvation. It's the class lake amkum. Salvation to you all. It used to be anstanje. Estanje la ko. So now it's the class lake amkum. Okay, let me stop the share real fast. Bong bong. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna put the my email here. So anybody got any questions you want to build with me on Rahul Bat family? Rahul Bat, Israel, catching them, Nagam, Bay, Gold Sun, Rahul Bat, how y'all doing? My email here. Gmail.com. Push that like button, family. Smash that like button. Factology, God. Factology. Smash that like button. How you supposed to bogling? You got to bogle the like button. Bogle the like button. Bogle the like button. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hit the like button. It's free. It don't cost nobody nothing. You swing it by, you spending your time, you be like, you know what? I mess with Son. Son be, Son, he spit some facts here and there. Son be like, he get his little, I get my little giggles on, messing with this nigga. Son be trying to get his thing on, I mess, I could get him a like. That's it. The other stuff, show your love and support, all that stuff, you can do that too. We appreciate the Ashuk, you know what I'm saying? Free will offering for your host. That's me. By your own free will. Nobody's twisting your arm. Cash App, that's the way we do things, you know what I'm saying? Cash, Cash App society, all we ask is trust. Farrell Rising, Cash App at Farrell Rising. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, we got www.naturalnatureherbs.com if you want any herb compound products. We got cosmicshop.com if you want the garbs and threads. And we have farrellrising.com where I get busy on the mic. I do. So, yeah, we adding on. The big guns that came through. So, how y'all doing out here tonight, man? How was y'all Harar Zamut? Huh? Celebrating the golden child. Listen, man. Rhode Island. I mean, there's races everywhere, God, but they think they have the force they have the power of the state behind them. You know, what they do is not considered criminal when they do it, but when anybody else do it, it's unquestionable what it is. There ain't no question, it's criminal. But they do it. It's just it's something simple. We can handle it differently. Yeah, guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, nigga. I said nah. Nah, see? Nah. Nah. Oh, that's the wife. That's the wife. Don't put our business in the street, mama. Yeah. The favorite dot sent. We appreciate everybody who have donated and shown love and purchased products. We appreciate y'all, and we definitely we hope y'all appreciate and y'all benefit from the products. You have any questions, anything y'all want to build on, we are here. And again, what the wife's saying is real. And throughout the course of the show, if you find it, you know, if you find it time and energy to go out there and add on with a free will offering, there go we send it to, and we go from there. So tonight, you know what? We didn't even start with the preliminaries. Let's get this preliminaries done. Let's get this. We read from. So today is. It's today. Today is it's the day that the King Tut Rising. Right, King Tut Rising ass nigga. No. We must have missed something yesterday. Let me see. It's 23. Huh? Okay, so December 25th, correct? Yep. Says Maku Chief Thunderbird Black Eagle says inside of the daily word from Maku, he says for December 25th, he says, don't complain, change it. Niggas feel some kind of way. Don't complain, change it. Another way to say it. You got to get up, get out, and get something. You know what I'm saying? Don't complain, nigga, change it. You think something going wrong? It should be going differently. Well, get off the sidelines. Get involved. Change it. If you ain't gonna change, you know what you gotta do, right? If you not gonna get up and change, you know what gotta be right. You got to shut the fuck up. You got to shut the fuck up. Yo. All right, this is from Ayi Kwai. are the mind. This is from the Revolutionary Daily Thoughts. And they say, those with their guts cracked out of them, those with minds so minced, all their remembrance would turn to pain. Leave them along the easy road. Do not condemn. Do not pity them. Let them go. They said we are about the business of re-Africanization and nation building, not being distracted from our work by those who will not or cannot listen because their hearts and souls belong to the desert. We, warriors of the African way, cannot get lost in the confusions of those who do not want to be African under any condition except as spies or overseers for our enemies. If we do, we will find ourselves wasting time with intellectual mercenaries and lost souls who see their primary mission as taking us off our rightful path by creating frustration after frustration after frustration. Menticide, like misery loves company. Affirm, I am about the serious business of re-Africanization and nation building. I always talk about the quotes, right, from the Quran when it says that most of them are created for the fire. It's talking about most of the people on the planet. And that's just still thinking in the biblical, Quranic, scriptural sense of numbers. If we got 7-8 billion people on the planet, and they list literally a name of 144,000 in the Quran, it doesn't say a name. It just says the purified ones, Al-Mukhlasina, the purified ones on the Surat al-Mustaqim, the straight and narrow path. So if that's the case, then most of the people were created for the fire. And their way of life is sport and play, party and bullcrap. And their agenda is to be a distraction and to throw off the path the purified ones, the Mukhlasina, to try and test those that's on the straight and narrow path and push them off the road. That's gonna happen anyway. You think you're gonna say that you one of the purified, one of the chosen, one of the elite, the elect, one of the believers or whatever, like you think you're gonna say that you're that and not be tested? Surely those that came before you was tested, some of them even died. That's the reality. So when you talk about re-Africanization, that happens here. People have to see the importance here first. You know, I know young girls and young guys that talk pro-African all the time, but everything they do is, what they say, Negro-pean. Everything they do is Negro-pean. Everything they do is to invest psychological energy, spiritual energy, soulful energy, creative energy, intellectual energy into the reinforcement of their conquerors' civilization, and nothing being invested into the concept or of laying a foundation for a civilization of their own people. Because to most of us, the idea of freedom is just that. We don't even have an example to use. So when people start talking that stuff, it's like, what do you use as the blueprint to show what freedom is? And most people lack vision, so they can't even see it, man. we talk about, Mama Me? Who's slipping? Oh, when I said, oh, let's get to the preliminary. Wife in here shooting at me. All right, so talk to me. Who that? Yeah, well, the problem with it, like, listen, Bible says every time a child of light is born, a child of fire is born. Right? Negative. He did a book years ago, in a class years ago called "Let's Trap the Devil." And the jewel was what he was giving us was the jewel that you can never defeat or destroy the devil, because negative or positive energy can never be destroyed. It only can change form. See? So he was like, let's trap the devil. How do you trap the devil? You trap those disagreeable qualities, those negative attributes that exist in you. You control it. You transmute those powers, those energies, and you use them for your benefit. Now they become slaves captured in your vessel because they don't have no control. You do with them what you will. Ain't that what the cracker devil say? Do without wilt. Is that the t-shirt Jay-Z had from Aleister Crowley? They use it in the sense of desire because that's their thing. They teach you how to die through desire, ignorance, and emotion. That's how you die, D-I-E. So, this school here, this is a DNA doctrine that performs quantum surgery on the adherents that prepares you for the journey of immortality and interdimensional travel to the home world. But it's a genetic doctrine. But our genes were mixed. We were forced mixed. And now we're at a point where we love those we were forced to mix to because they forced it in on us. We grew up with them. We literally have been out of our minds. Where we see ourselves from somebody else's psychology. We literally out of our minds. We don't even know the meaning of most of the words that we use. Don't know the origin of the thing. I was reading the thing yesterday, and the master was explaining how these people were born in the monotheistic religions. They fight, they go to wars, and they kill, and they die for religions that have a book that's translated from a translation that they don't have the original from. They haven't never seen the original, held the original, don't know anything about it, but they willing to die. You willing to die for something that you don't even know nothing about. Oh, man. Oh, that's beautiful, family. Yeah, you can't destroy the devil. Check it, man. Think about everything like a battery. When you you don't have two positive sides for a battery. You don't have two negative sides for a battery. You have a negative and a positive. So that's universal law. It's okay. This is a training course, so you were able to identify the natural nature of people, places, and things. And you don't slip up. You don't have if you know a nature of something, I don't have to get close proximity, say like of a wolf. I don't need to get in close proximity of a wolf. I know the nature of a wolf. So if I see a wolf, guess what? 9 out of 10 times, I know that wolf is not by itself because the nature of a wolf says is moving in a pack. It's the same thing with the Mukasu because they're canines. Canine, dog's best friend, Caleb, dog star, everything about them falls into the canine, right? So I know how they're moving. So I know wherever place they're trying to drag me, wherever they're trying to get me, even if they start off by themselves, they're trying to get me to a pack. They're trying to get me to where there's more of them so they're empowered. I know this. I don't need to have a discussion with them to figure this out. I'm studying their nature, and we dealing with the natural nature of beings. So that's how that go, man. God say definitely feeling the energy from the herbs. He say he ate a little, but he about to do another 9 days with the herbs. Blessings. That's what's up, God. Do the like the heavier joints for the do like with the sea moss smoothies and stuff, you can add on to them if you get like flaxseed powder. Flaxseed, you can get some of that adds like fiber. You can mix the green and the sea moss. So then you have like the spirulina, wheatgrass, crackcell, chlorella, you know what I'm saying? Amalaki, apple fiber, broccoli, red reishi mushroom. You know what's in it. You got it. You know, I'm just going off the top. Coming off the top. You can throw all that in with the Noon's Abundance and take some Jed Pillar in them. Oh, what? You know what you do one day, right? I was meaning to do this. I never did. But I might do it tomorrow for tomorrow's show and write down, because I took the Noon's Abundance with the green food, with the flaxseed, and another powder that we have that has some more like spirulina and another kind of mushroom and all this other stuff in it. Put it right down and list all those ingredients, because that's all what you got to add that into what you took in your system. And then the Jed Pillar, you know. Then I took cleansers. Then I took and this is on it every day. Then there's a tea. Then I got the Cocoa Mecca and the CMW and the citrus hibiscus tea, and mixing those teas together. And yeah, man. So it's like, yo, this is what I took yesterday. What you took? Oh, okay. So shall we begin? Yo, that was your back in the days. What's that movie? Hellraiser with Pinhead. One of my favorite lines, right? Pinhead was coming to get this white girl, this Mukasu girl, not white, meaning legalese. We're not talking legalese. Context and content. Because, you know, a lot of niggas be jumping crazy. I seen on Shabuel, he did a whole build on his channel about this book, about this Paa Taraq that I just read yesterday, mind you. I read this yesterday. No, I read the argument yesterday. I read it the day before yesterday. Black is evil, white is good. So he did a whole build on his book, and his build was, oh, it's really the opposite. It's the opposite. It's not what they're saying it is. It's the opposite, but they don't know that, you know, black has no standing in law. This is not a law book. It's not a law book. We're not worried about law for. Legalese is a specific language used in law. If I'm not speaking in the courts, if I'm not speaking to an attorney or a lawyer or someone is practicing law, then the Black's Law Dictionary doesn't apply to the words that's being used. So when brothers and sisters constantly, you use the word black, you use the word white, and they jump in with the SF 181 talk, they're out of place because it's out of content, out of context. That's out of context because you're not in court. You're not dealing with a legal transaction. I'm having a conversation with my brother about our genetics, not about what's on the legal books for our status. Those are two different things, two different contexts. You got to keep this thing together. I will read a Webster's dictionary, you know, or etymology. Let's go there with it before you go into a legal Black's Law definition of it. You got to keep it in proper context, content and context. You know, we used to say that it was all about communication, but we know now that it's really all about comprehension, because it doesn't matter what you communicate if a nigga can't comprehend what you're saying. You know. So there's check it. Oh, I missed my point, right? So Pinhead said, before he hit her with the show we begin, the nigga said he popped up on her. She was like, oh God, you hellspawn. You're gonna burn. God says, da 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 da. She hitting him with all the quotes from God and Jesus and all this other stuff. And that nigga said, do I look like someone who cares what God thinks? Shall we begin? I said, oh, that nigga foul. He like heifer. Are you not paying attention to the nigga you talking to? Do I look like someone who cares what God thinks? That's what he said. That was phenomenal. Another favorite line from a movie. Precious. This is the first time the concept, well, the wisdom gods from the brother back in the days, he used to have the wisdom bodies. Back when the Nation of Gods and Earth started, and Clarence 13X had the God bodies. There's another brother that was teaching. He used to be a student of Clarence 13X, and he had a group of people called the wisdom bodies. And the wisdom bodies taught that the woman was God and that the man was a reflection of the woman, which was actually closer to the truth. When you get down to it, he would disagree with the idea that the man was the sun and the woman was the earth. Because it was like, well, men come from women. You know what I'm saying? Women don't come from men. When men come from women. So she should be the greatest, embodiment or personification, which is the sun. And they didn't bear witness to that. So I'm going into the idea, even the idea of women being God. A lot of people say, oh, that's not true. That's not true. You got to say, what context? If we study in natural nature, it's true. God as what? As creator? Who else creates? Who incubates and manifests? Whose vehicle and vessel is used as a transmitting utility from the omniverse, the multiverse, the triverse, the dualverse, and the universe to bring to the planet the new souls incarnating? The feminine, the mother, the other. That's who. Not nigga you. You know what I'm saying? Not y'all finger rolling ass. No. Care if you got red pumps instead of Jordans. So that don't change the dynamics of what you can do and what you can't do. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, let me get to it. Anyway, I'm bringing all this stuff. So in the movie The Crow with Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son, before they killed him, right? Yeah, because they killed him. There was a scene when the lady was in the bathroom and she was doping up. She was going through an OD from dope. And the baby seen her. And the crow came in through the window, Bruce Lee's son, and he grabbed the mother. He was standing behind her in the mirror, and he forced the dope back out of the holes in her veins onto her arms. And he said to her, looking in the mirror, he said, "Mother is the name of God on the lips of all the babes of the world." Never forgot that. I said, whoa, that was what? Mother, I said, wow. And I started re-looking at everything. And then, I heard the master teacher say, well, before you knew God, before you knew Jehovah, before you knew Allah, before you knew anything, any of this, the cosmology of deities, whether ancient Egyptian, Greek mythology, monotheistic or otherwise, before any of them existed, and the only reason why they all hold any weight in your mind is because of the first deity in your life, mommy. That's it. And it just fell right in line with that. Chill. I don't want to go too heavy, too fast. We lifting weights. Yo. Oh yeah, but they eventually took out David Wynn Miller also, man. I ain't gonna lie, I just got into the syntax and the truth language and maybe like 2 months ago and started going in on this, studying a little bit of the science. But we learned from Kufu, he explained a lot of situation with that, even with David Wynn Miller explaining how even the truth language that he was teaching changed after they got their hands on him. He altered how he was teaching, compromised in order to live. Like when I talk about that book, The Confessions of economic hitman, John Perkins. He talked about how for 20 years he kept compromising and not writing a book. For 20 years he kept compromising. He said 20 years they will pop up and offer him money, he'll fall back. They'll pop up and threaten his family, he'll fall back. They'll pop up every time he talked about putting a book out explaining the situation, the truth about the situation. They'll pop up, and then he was like, you know what? This is more important. He said, y'all going, he was ready to martyr. And times changed, and what he was about to reveal was about to come out anyway, and they left him alone. He came out with it, and nothing happened. Unlike William Cooper, where something did happen. So, tonight's Paa Taraq reading is Paa Taraq reading. Bong, bong, bong. Somebody that out late. Okay. It's called Ta'atafat. 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 Emotions. Wupa Murgatu. And the apostates. Paa Taraq, the way. Likum. Ay koradu pahakak musbatu. For you, my children, the true musbatu, awaken and allow me to give you knowledge on ta'atafat, emotions. This knowledge came from, did I read this? I think I read this. Hold up. I think I read this. Y'all gotta keep track with me. Emotions apostate. I think I read this just recently. Yep. So I'm gonna read. I don't want to read it. We got some thick Paa Taraqs. This is fast. There's mad scriptures in here. I don't be like reading on none of the scriptures. Yeah, I be on some stuff, man. But I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read this one. This is called The Formation. I be like, man, I be trying to get a Biblos and the Qurans, none of that, no energy. Like, I be looking at him like, who's this nigga? Anyway, we reading The Formation. This is our 24th Paa Taraq for our 30-day Paa Taraq marathon. Okay? Let's go. Patashkal, The Formation. Likum, aye mare karadu im wu sabat. My beloved children of Wu Sabat. The beginning of the origination of each new 24,000 year cycle and its 4 quarters of 6,000 years is the beginning. An origin of original time for persons, places, and things. That is from Atum, dawn of the east, of the circle moving counterclockwise. So once Shawal, or Shu, gas, air, and Tafaf Natat, Tefnut, liquid, water, and Mother Nature, Natat, Nut, space, sky, and Father Nature, Sabab, Gabab, Geb, earth, solid, the Sabatu, the Neads of natural nature settles down and cools off from its first burning. So once these elements, this is coming from them spiraling into the solar system, and once they cool off, he's speaking of them in the allegoric format. So it's Atum, Tafafnat, Tefnut, Shawal, Shu, Natat, Nut, Sabab, or Gabab, or Geb. Okay. Brain concentration creates Ba'a Mukwanu, soul beings called the earth deities, Taha, Gadad. We're going to keep that because that's who we are. We're the earth deities. That's right. Soul beings. Ba Mukwanu called Taha Gadadu, earth deities. Both twins, Ayashu and Asha'u, males and females. So you have the Sabatu, the Aniyat, Atum, Shu, Tefnut, Nut, Geb, Asar, Asad, Satak, and Nepes, the Babtat Hatat, the Sabatu, the Aniyat. And after Mudatatu, the mothers of Taha, of earth, gave birth to the satellite, the moon, the mother, universal deity, reflecting the emotions of Hatat Harata, Hathor. And this moon deity, by Makak brain concentration, again, he's going into brain concentrations on how things were developed, even in the solar system. Through brain concentrations, this moon deity by brain concentrations became attractions, pleasures, rhythmic movement, and gracefulness, describing the sisters. True womanhood, see? Tasha. Oh, Tasha. That's what God got. Is Ty got Taashah. Tasha. And it translates as womanhood. Tasha. To be so he says the moon, brain concentrations, became attractions, pleasures, rhythmic movement, and gracefulness, describing a feminine. I'm just coming just from those are descriptors, qualities of a woman. And then right by it says true Tasha, womanhood, to be the seducer of Harar. Horus, and daughter of Reyetat, the true, pure rays of natural ether energies of reproduction and Tanakh, life. The sun deity male and the sun deity female for the Kawakat planets are produced by brain concentration of the sun before the planets are produced by brain concentration to grow life. How can it be brain concentration unless the suns are alive? They must cool and transform elements of Fata'il Fatah, Fatih al-Fatah, Pakawakat, or natural nature, right? The planets are formulated, and at this earlier time period, only the Patahites was allowed to grow here on this planet. So this is early Earth, right? And only the Patahites, the Ethiopian Kushites, the Sands people, you see them depicted with the crackers making fun of them, the Tamahu making fun of them, in a movie called what's the movie called? The Gods Must Be Crazy. You think it's ironic? It's a coincidence? They did a movie called The Gods Must Be Crazy, making mockery of the first world people to walk, evolutionary beings to walk out of the waters onto the land, who still speak with the click of the dolphin. Come on, man. You think that's a coincidence? Nah. They knew exactly what they was doing. Get us to downplay them. I remember my drunk uncles looking at those movies back in the 80s, laughing at, like, oh, look at these Africans. Back when niggas referring to Africans as African booty scratchers. Y'all remember that? Oh, you African booty scratcher. The only Africans we see. That's when the Africans was acting like they was Jamaican. They didn't want nobody to know they's African. Because the only Africans you seen was the ones on the commercial with flies and still all over them, and the Tammuz over there just robbing everybody getting millions and millions and millions of dollars to do absolutely nothing for the people. Just 50 cents a day. Just 50 cents a day can help. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all that commercial. Yo, how many of y'all seen the white women witchcraft at the end? And I did the Save a Black Man joint. I'm gonna show y'all that commercial today. We're gonna go through that. That was hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna show that. I was gonna show you something else, but I'm gonna emphasize that. Okay, so yeah, so the Sands people are the first people, and they making fun of them basically. Okay, so the Ptah was allowed to grow here on the planet Earth at this time. Its atmosphere and its environment were not safe for weaker humanoids. As you see, Africa is not safe for foreigners. Natural nature in Africa will kill the weaker genes. The planet Earth had to be terraformed. That took place long after, very long after the birth of Paa Taraq Salau, the Negroid race. Other Salau or races came way after. The last 24,000 years cycle was the weakest. Pakakasu, the Caucasians, and with them came the beginning of the end of, for they are a disease. Physically and mentally, he is a disease. You got that cat in there? We are now in the 7,000th year and in the first of the 6,000 years of the next 24,000 year cycle. I done said that. I done said that, and I ain't read this. I don't know how long. We are now in the 7,000th year and in the first of the 6,000 years of the next 24,000 year cycle. The way before the existence of the Mukasu, Pakoradu Shalil Paureye, the children of the sun, or the Melanite children, Ptahites, were able to participate in the orderly formation and location of other planets of the solar system and keep them in fit form and order, as well as their satellites called moons or Luna. The formulation and formation of the Katir Makwanat, the multiverses, and their solar systems are the same for the most part throughout absolute infinite natural nature. Sometimes invasions make the exception of general rules apply because of new matter, new materials, sounds, and breath of unwelcome creatures or aliens who invade Kawakun, a planet, in the Wahoo Makwan, a universe, and breed diseases. Yet natural nature will, in time, Wakat, cure herself and hisself. As you see today, with the way nature is changing all over Pakawak, the planet, the weather, the heat, the very environments, those foreign invaders who came to parts of Africa, settled and took over, will be pushed out, not by man's hands, yet by natural nature. Now that the Caucasians, 6,000 years of dominion has ended in 2000, nature is at work on planet Earth in all parts of it to terraform, changing the weather and climates. So they now are trying to build underground bunkers to run and hide from the sun and its Shafui Sakam at healing powers. But that will not protect them because as they hide, the water finds them and floods their underground hiding places. The end of the 24,000 year cycle is now upon them. You hear that? They talk about their safety shelters, right? You know, I see a bunch of different underground, bunkers and all this other stuff. God is literally saying it's not going to protect them because the water is going to find them. and she's going to flood them out. The end of their 24,000-year cycle is now upon them. Beseeched by their overlords who themselves avoid the sun's rays because of their pale, colorless skin, the Kamau, the Pleiadians, in their holy books of Job 4:4, thy words have upholden him that was fallen, and thou hast strengthened the feeble knees. Job 38:31, canst thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades or loosen the bands of Orion? Amos 5:8, seek him and maketh the seven stars and Orion, and turn the shadow of death into the morning, and maketh the day dark with night, that calleth for the waters of the sea, and poureth them out upon the face of the earth. The Lord is his name. Who made the seed of the Adamites on this planet 6,000 years ago? These are the Pleiadians. That's a completion of that sentence. That's how Baba writes. So the Adamu, Salal, Adamite race will have to retreat many parts of this planet that they have invaded and return underground or go back into the caves and hillsides of Europe, or they will, like Dracula, burn up and die. No matter how they try to run and hide, they are doomed. Another thing outside of underground stuff, another thing, when you go into the malls, those are big ass coffins. The malls have their own atmosphere. They have their own lighting. They have their, so they don't feel what's going on the outside when you go into the mall. It's a big ass coffin. They have greeted originally with their given tongue, shalom, meaning safety, secure. Shalom does not mean peace. It meant that they would be safe from their overlords, the Kimau, or the Pleiadians, who are cannibals and carnivorous, just like the Pleiadians overlords, who are the Draconians or the Reptilians. So they would say shalom, like safety, secure. Yo, we safe from them niggas over here. Yeah, we safe. Shalom, shalom. This is safe. Shalom. Irene. So in Hebrew Strong's number 7965, shalom, safety, secure. In Greek Strong, number 1515-16, Irene, which means safe, tranquil, peace, solitary. And in the Arabic is salam, it means peace, safe, secure, used as a greetings. So salam, assalamu alaikum, doesn't mean peace be unto you. It means safety and security be unto you. Being around these Draconians and Pleiadians, I hope you make it without getting eaten, nigga. Hope you make it home without one of them putting you on the menu. So that later became Irene. Shalom became Irene, peace, solitary from Greeks, and then it was changed to salam. This was the Hebrew, Greek, Arabic cry of the seed of the Adamite from Adam to Muhammad to be safe on this planet, to be secure, to live in peace with the beings from above who they feared and worshiped as their Gadadu, deities. These are beings that they feared and worshiped that lived amongst them. So it was like, yo, you still here. Shalom, shalom, be safe. They eat niggas, right? So flesh getters, as you read in their own holy books from the stone tablets of Sumeria, the Anunnaki, giants who came to earth, plus others of them cast down to stay and mix their seed. So now their time is up, and Fatir, nature, is at work removing them off of Kawaktaha, planet Earth, little by little. The weather is changing to become more and more tropical. That is tropic, suitable for very hot, sultry, torrid. As Fatir al-Fatah Mukwano, natural nature beings, or tropism being turned towards the sun, the stimulus. Others with pale, thin bashar skin must turn away, as recorded in their holy book of Malachi 4:2. But unto you that fear my name, shall the Son, S-U-N, of righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. And many who follow behind them or mix with them will all fall to the wayside with them. Or he who has their marks in the bashar skin of their jasad flesh. As you read in their holy book about the mark on Adam, and Yahweh Elohim, the Lord of the gods, will plainly see as he came near. And the Lord God said, behold, a man has become like one of us to know good and evil. And now lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. Behold means look at. So there was a physical change in how Adam looked. Then the mark on Canaan in their holy book, a visible mark to last for sevenfold generations, now to be transmittable through his generations. It had to be a genetic marker that could be seen. This is Baba lining us up. He lining us up. Genesis 4:15. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord said, set up a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. So those who find him, that see him, will not kill him. You will find these 7 generations in the Cain lineage by way of the man called Lamech. So you have Canaan, Cain, sevenfold, or Lamech 77 by his age. Genesis 4:24. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold. So the mark of Adam and the mark of Cain was a physical genetic transformation. Remember, Adam of Genesis was born reddish, blush, ruddy, and then transformed to pale pinkish. Cain was born reddish like his mother Eve and later transformed into albino. Also, Canaan was born with Cain's mark of albinism, then cursed with leprosy, spotted, diseased. Some of the daughters of the Adamites and Sethites was raped by the Nephilims and the Cherubims, the Erim, and Anunnaki, to birth a new seed, Geborim, who was transformed by not only physical, yet mentally to become weak and Jawed wicked, Dawu evil by their very nature. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old men of renown. This is the seed of the cursed leper today's Kakasu, and his given dominion. Genesis 1:26 to 27. And God said, let us make a man in our image and after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and the fowl of the earth and the air and over the cattle and over all the earth and every creeping thing and creeping upon it. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God creating him, male and female created he them. Right? So who makes them so wicked and evil to hate all others? Their own deities. Genesis 3:14. So God created man in his image and his likeness. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. So who he put racism, he put hate inside of them. The woman's seed means Sethites, for Cain was a son of Nanard, or the Lord gave him her. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, as she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. He was not Adam's son, as Abel was. This was to be kept from you. Their best kept secrets are on our actual facts as we remove their religious lies with the Wu Sabat. So the master is explaining how Cain got his disagreeable nature, or his nature of aggression, from his father, Nanard, who was Enlil's son. And so what he's saying is that Nanard slept with Eve and she gave birth to Canaan or Cain. And this is one of the secrets on what happened. And also, you know that they had twins. So you had Aklimia, and what was the other name? Other one name. So you had Adam, you had Cain, Abel, Aklimia, and I think Abudawa. Abudawa and Aklimia. Those were the twins. Each one was born with a twin. Abel was born with a twin, and Cain was born with a twin sister. Again, these were to be kept from you. Their best kept secrets are our actual facts, as we remove their religious lies with the Wusabat. You see, Musbatu, the Jasad, the flesh and blood children of the Natharu, Paa Salafu, and Paa Nagaru, the Natharu, the ancestors of the Negroids. The Natharu, or the ancestors of the Negroids, started being born after the Kamanu or the Agdoids of the sea. So the Agdoids was Nun Tat, Nun, Hak Tat, Hak, Kak Tat, Kak, and Amun Tat, Amun. The deities Reye dash Reyetat and their Nutat seeds on earth from the deep. Paa Sabatu, the Enneads of the earth, the matriarchal, Tefafnatat, Nutat, Shawal, Sabab, and the patriarchal, Asar, Satak, Ashtat, and the Babtat Hatat. And the moon deity Hatat Haratat Hathor, and her germination of the planet's seed as the mother cow symbol with the father bull symbol of Apis. For this reason, the cow or cattle is sacred or important to many cultures around the Tapao world. And on planet Earth, where these seeds inhabit and grow to maturity, of the 9 races of deities. So we have 9 races or 9 species in the garden who grew the universes and were born at and from the source of the Nile River in equatorial Africa. When you hear me start like studying and stuttering and stuff, I'm holding on to things that I want to highlight. So I'm like double reading them out loud and in my head again to emphasize what I want to highlight. A few more pages. As Patahite females growing 4 feet and 5 inches, the males 5 feet and 4 inches, called the Hydropygmies, by the giants who came to the Taha planet Earth. Those females were 7 feet tall, and the males were 9 feet tall. Those were the giants. So think about the Watusis versus the Pygmies. Give you a good idea of that lineup, okay? Remember, Muspatu, the original flesh and demand blood deities of Paa Natharu, Kawak Taha, planet Earth, birthed the first world people, Paa Nagaru, the Negroids, on this orb, Taha, Earth. Had to be sufficiently prepared by natural nature spiritually, physically, as well as mentally to withstand the great heat and high humidity of a very young and powerful atmosphere, which existed at birth and beginning of this Wahu Makwan. So you talk about the Patahites, Ethiopian Cushites, the sand people, and how they had to be physically, mentally, psychologically, and spiritually prepared for this burning hot human planet and its development. This atmosphere attracts our Salafu ancestors still. You Patahites, newborns, the first creation, the first to stand, walk, speak here was in the deep waters. Then you were thrown onto the dry Saka, the dry land, by natural occurring events like tsunamis in nature, such as tidal waves, hurricanes, and tsunamis. So he's talking about mermaids and mermen thrown onto the water, from the water by tsunamis and hurricanes and typhoons and all the natural occurrences and tidal waves. Remember, this was long before any other humanoids. The females, hold up. Let me just hold this whole chapter right here. Boom, boom, boxing in. Because he's going crazy right now. He about to go crazy. The females spoke first. Is that a surprise? Huh? Are you surprised? 54,000 years ago. This seed was survivors. Many did not survive and died off with the original 9 races to remain in only 4 features of our own race of Patahites. 9 races, only 4 from our race of Patahites. Okay, hold on. So the women spoke 54,000 years ago. They spoke for like, what, 1,000 years before men? It's 1,000 years of us getting clowned. 1,000 years of us getting clowned and mushed, talked about, disrespected. 1,000 years, right? Remember Bob was saying, he was like, yeah, y'all know women talk, talk before men. He said, y'all know y'all smarter than niggas. He said, when you get in an argument, he was telling the sisters, he said, you get in an argument with a nigga. He said, when you get in an argument with him, he said, in the middle of the argument, you see him start to get riled up. Change the subject. Start cooking. We'll start talking about some food. Hey, you want to eat? What you want to eat? Boom. Da-da-da-da. Say, you know the nigga. Say, you know when you went too far when he lose words. You know once a nigga lose words, he about to now, he a wrestler. He like, nigga lost word. You done talk the nigga out of words. And he's sitting there like, and you still keep going. You know this. You smart. You know this. You like, when you see a nigga get like that, and now he gets to blah, 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 because now he done lost words. Yo, you tired? Let me run the tub for you. Switch the subject. This is what I was saying. He says, what's the subject? What's wrong with you? Ah, man. Many did not survive and died off with the original 9 races to remain in only 4 features of our own race of Patahites. You find today 4 different features of the Negaru Salau Negro race. The very tall, then the very short, and those in between. Oh, man, glorious. We had no Wabar here until after we came out of the waters as Mudganu, mermaids, and mermen, called in their holy book Dagon. Dagon. So, Dagon is spoken of in 1 Samuel 5, 2-7. We rode unicorns in their holy book. Job 39:10. Canst thou bind the unicorn with his band in the furrow, or will he harrow the valleys after thee? And defended our race from sea monsters in their holy book. Psalms 104, 21-24. And Job 41:1. Some of us flew by the skies, by wings we did glide. Bars. Some returned to the deep, to the deep, and still dwell there today. Go check out the siren on, what is that channel? It used to be WPIX. Is Sutton Form. I'll see where that movie, but it's a show called Siren about mermaids. They go into war. Yeah, it's on Freeform, channel Freeform. And you can check that out, Sirens. They show them transforming back and forth every time they go to the water and come back into the land. Yeah, it's crazy. This planet was our home before chaos and diseases was grafted and made to resemble man. He said before chaos and disease was grafted and made to resemble man, the human beast. Oh, God. This planet was our home before chaos and disease was grafted and made to resemble man, the human beast. We grew sunshiny black skin as our green scales fell off. We became copper tone, which Told y'all. Which is the meaning of Nagar in Sumerian, of the likeness of metal copper, as found in There Were Giants Upon the Earth chapter, Gods and Other Ancestors by Zachariah Sitchin. He says Nagar, copper, craftsman, copper stone, listed among Inky deities. Also related to Nakash in their holy book, Hebrew Strong Number 5154, 5174 through 75. Snake, serpent, people, sea people, copper people, sun heat genes. Yeah, let's go. Daniel 2:39. The copper symbol of the medical today was Jehutwi, Thoth, used by the Shafui to heal. It was used to heal snake bite in the Bible, John 3:14, from Numbers 21:9, where you read brass, it is copper. So we were glowing green in the seas, and on land we rusted, and we rusted to Nagar, Negroid, copper tone. And this is what Inky called us as Nagar, copper, in his tongue of Sumerian. It also meant the wise ones, keepers of the secrets, protectors of the 720 degrees. So when I say nigga, okay, that's what I mean. Keeper of the secrets, protector of the 720 degrees. The wise ones. That's what I mean. Nagar. That's what we mean. I'm marking it off, nigga. Nagar. That's Sumerian. Oh, I'm begging him in the head with this. The whisper is spoken, so no true tone is given by the tone of one's voice. You understood that? He's explaining. He's explaining the hiss in the reptilian speech. The hiss in the reptilian's manner of speech is so that nobody activates the true tones in when they talking. So they go below the tones and they whisper because they know the tones of the universe and words sound power to activate and bring things into fruition, so that nobody does that by accident. They don't even speak on a regular tonation. They speak like this. They keep everything lower before the tone. That's great. I ain't heard nobody say this one. So if y'all hear them start talking about it, no matter what class it is, y'all know where they are. You know where they got it from. Y'all was here. I would say it like this. I was here. I was there, which is here, when the word was said. Inky first encountered us beneath the sea, for his name was also Ea, as an abode of water, sea, deep in his tongue. In their holy books, it became I am who or that I am. Yet in Hebrew's translation, by those who know, it was I will be whomever I will be. Haya asher ahaya. Pronounced Ia or Ashia, for he was half reptilian by his mother Ninmul or Eid. You see what the Muslims celebrate Eid? That's named after her. Her name is Eid, which means festive. And she was the consort of his father Anu and was related to Alelu. So he could also swim beneath the deep sea. So he can come up on the shores and swim beneath the seas. Nudi Mud or Enki. He was called Enki. He was called Ea, which is that first book, Into the Princess. And he was called Nudi Mud. So Job 30:29-31, Hosea 12:9, and Jeremiah 43:12. So Enki and his son Marduk and his son Nabu came to Africa long before the making of the devil. That devil is that incarnated, is the disease that was grafted into human form called the human beast. So Inky mixed his seed with African females to breed there as well. So we grew wabar on our bodies. Some were raped much later and grew fur on their bodies. This is also why newborn babies can naturally swim. So we grew kinky spiral wabar here. We lost our fish-like fins, lost most of our buoyancy. Lord knows I can hardly float in the water. My wife, she just skip along like a pebble being thrown across the lake. And our glowing green scales for copper-toned skin. Our webs between our fingers and toes shrunk, and we lost, or better yet, shrunk our gills. Yet we still long for the sea water by our nature. Because you know how niggas feel about water. That might be why we stay away from the water. Because we be for some reason, I feel if I go out there, I don't want to go to Atlantis right now. And I feel they're going to take me to the Aquaman spot. I ain't going. Muspatu, know these actual facts about yourself. Evidence of your shrinking gills and your buoyancy system still remain in you. Where? As your tonsils, your appendix, and your spleen. Funny. These are the things that they have no idea why they're there. What most called the third eye seat or center was how you projected sounds beneath the water. Where you hear niggas talking about this from here on in. Where y'all heard it first? Nigga. Ooh. I love what Baba, he be putting certain bars in there. That's like how they said in Brown Sugar. It's like the perfect verse on the perfect beat. It give you that Sour Patch lemon head face. Ooh. So he just said, hold on. Whew. He said we lost our fish-like fins, lost most of our buoyancy and our glowing green scales for copper-toned skin. We lost our webs between our fingers and toes and shrunk. We lost our, better yet, shrunk our gills, yet we still long for the seawater by our nature. Musbatu, know these actual facts about yourself. Evidence of your shrinking gills and your buoyancy system still remain in you as the tonsils, appendix, and spleen. And what most called the third eye seat or the center was how you projected sounds beneath the water, the sonar. You gotta stop. I used to say in the mass, somebody stop me. You became amphibians, able to live on land as well as beneath the waters, your first home. Much has been lost or forgotten about you. Most within the past 6,000 years, when the overlords of the cursed seeds, these are the Kimeu or the Pleiadians, and the Draconians, who are the overlords of the Pleiadians. The Pleiadians are the blonde-haired, blue-eyed Nordics that are the overseers of the Caucasian, who grafted them as the disease in flesh, one part canine, one part porcine, one part simian, and one part humanoid. So most within the past 6,000 years, when the overlords of the cursed seed of the lepers taught them the arts of Labin Magus, white magic, later called Wiccan. They put you under a spell of amnesia to make you lose your power and forget how you did great things on this Kawak planet before them. They made sure you forgot everything about yourself. And you celebrate your accomplishments vicariously through them who stole your legacy. They put you under a spell of amnesia to make you lose your power and forget how you did great things on this planet Earth before them. They took your lands, changed your tongue, and cut you off from the Hamit Magas Sakamat, the black magic powers, called Nupu. Let's go. And gave you religious beliefs. Now the time when the divine circle of time has come around as of 2000 AD, which is 6000 AD, and the 24,000th year to start a new 24,000-year cycle. Formation with the strong finish. Ooh. Nope, I'm not repeating it. Nope, you got to go back. No, my brother, you got to get your own. Wow. We swimming, God? Yo, we swimming. Yo, hold up. I got to go back and see what y'all was talking about. Yo, wasn't that crazy? What's syntax? Give me that. Or syntax. Oh, etymology and syntax. Syntax is the structure of the sentence, where etymology is the origin of the words. Yeah. Yeah, we on deck, family. We appreciate you. Yo, you heard that the whisperer joint? Yeah, God, we here, man. Yo, God said we went through so many transformations. Baba said we started off in one form and we lived so long through so many different cycles and metamorphisms that we had wings, scales. We went through so many, and then we came back to our original manifestation. I was telling a younger brother today, I remember God said, he was telling the people, he was like, yo, he said, you can't do what I do. He said, nah. He said, you haven't been to the planets that I've been to. You don't speak the languages I speak. He said, but look, he said, I can't do what you can do. He said, you have to find out your purpose and the grand scheme of the all. That's for you to do. See? So, man. Yeah, man, that was nice. Yeah, they try to get rid of them, tonsils, appendix, because they say, yo, they like, oh, because they don't know what they're there for. So they're the first thing they want to get rid of. But I ain't gonna lie, in this joint I just read, plenty of joints in there that niggas ain't never talk about. I ain't never heard them in no class. Bruh. The copper tone, I heard the copper, but not the breakdown how he gave it. The Nagar. I ain't never heard that Nagar. Beloved. I ain't heard that Nagar. The Negro, how Nagar is Sumerian or Shamir or Sumerian for copper. Yep, Nagar, copper, craftsman, copper tone. And it also meant wise ones, keeper of the secrets, protectors of the 720 degrees. Come on, man. Come on, Nagar. And he broke down that third eye. Yeah, formation. Yeah. That will be our 24th. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 24th is actually, because this is another, this is the Three Loves. 24th is 30 Spirits that we read online. Yeah. So that's our 24th reading. Congratulations. Applaud these niggas. Applaud these Nagaro. Yeah. Yeah. Let me put on, see if I can find this, what's the name for us? Mm-hmm. Oh, it's on my channel, isn't it? It's on Revision Radio. What are we looking for? White Women and Witchcraft. Here we go. At that time, hold on. I'm about to put this. I want y'all to see this. We just going right to the end of the video. I mean, when y'all get a chance, go check it out. It's a fire video. It's a very, very good video. My wife and I spent a lot of time and energy on it. We did it some years ago. Y'all can see it. 2 days. One of peace, one, an individual that lived in Salem or came from Salem, or in someone who practiced the religion of Islam. So during the slave trade, check how she get busy.
And it goes something like this. We awake each morning and go off during the weekdays to earn the living at various jobs and undertakings until we come to the weekend. And this seems perfectly acceptable to most people. However, more people die between 6 and 9 on a Monday morning than any other time of the week. So I do what I call a translation of the English language, and I spell that Trance.
Translation.
Cast spells. So when you translate that life sentence, you remember that awake is a funeral party for the dead. Mourning is the state you're in when you attend awake. And you would have to be in a weekdays to earn the living, since urns are for the ashes of the dead. Whoa,
shit. Hold up. No, y'all got to go listen to the video yourself. Nope. Y'all got to go listen to it. Nope. She got busy, bro. And this is about them using the music industry. They get people to sell their souls, and they putting the masters and possessing the masters of rock and roll music with demons. And it's the demons that's getting the people to fall in love with the music. Symbols, a lot of times they use our tambourine ancient Egyptian symbols because remember they invaded parts of Egypt. Keep that in mind. They invaded parts of tambourine. I'm really going to the end because I want y'all to see this commercial that my wife added to the joint. That's fun. It's funny. It's a funny joint. Y'all could go back through the thing for the rest of the video. It's a lot of information. it's really like 3 or 4 different videos. Here we go.
When the evening,
the witches, those white women, they coming.
when the rain is blowing in your face.
Hold up. I gotta make sure y'all can see it. Can y'all see the joint? Yo, I want to make sure y'all can see this joint. Yo, check this out. This is hilarious. Hilarious.
And the whole world is on your case. I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for
They don't even know what they did.
to make you feel my love.
Hi, I'm a random white woman. Did you know that every year over 80,000 innocent black men are neglected, abused, battered, and even malnutritioned by undeserving women? Yes, that's right, even light-skinned black men. Cruelty does not discriminate. But together, we can make a difference.
I could crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing
Join us
there
at the White Women's Society for the Prevention of Cruelty Against Black Men, the WWSPCABM, and help us rescue hundreds of defenseless black men every day. These men don't need much, just need a soft place to rest their heads. Some minutes for their cell phone plan, some nah, and a pack of Newports every now and then. Oh, that's right. Join us and donate today. With your contributions, white women and some white men all across America are waiting to rehabilitate these beautiful black men. Reggie, you missed a spot.
I could make you happy, make your dreams.
And with your support, we will send you a personalized photo of a black man in the hands of a good white woman.
Go to the ends of the earth.
Remember to report cruelty if you see it. Thanks to you, these black men can have a second chance at happiness. Call the number below today.
Yo, shout out to the brother, what's his page? Tommy Taylor Show, at Tommy Taylor Show. That was crazy. Yo. Don't it? Yo. Oh man. Oh no, you want to see that sister? You want to see the white? No, she went crazy with that. Listen, I might take it back. I'm gonna take it back. But I had to show that. This is my joint right there. That is crazy. I was like, yo, sisters, they coming. They coming. Yeah. Hilarious. That's hilarious. I love it. Hold on. Let me go to my old white, she's a super witch. I forgot her name. But she opened up. You see how she's breaking it down with the words? She got a whole channel. That's all she do. She broke it down. I was like, yeah, Baba. She was like, yeah, these are her translations. TRANCE lations. Translations, because the words are spells. Woo! Yeah. You always talk about yo, Lamar Watson. Yo, I'm sorry. As soon as I said your name, you know what came to my mind. What came to my mind coming to America? Randy. That's what came to my mind. I told you the letter from Baba that the brother sent me. I have to confirm some things first before I put it out there on the air. Oh, absolutely. Definitely is real. I don't deny that it's real, brother. I'm not saying that witchcraft is not real at all. Trust me. Well, tomorrow I'll play the other one. I'll play the one with the white woman breaking down the language stuff, and I'll give you her page and all that, so y'all could go and dig all that up. It's about to be 11. It's another 2 hours in, so we're about to get on out of here. I appreciate y'all for rolling with us for another Paa Taraq reading, another chant, another build. Don't stop these Nama juicing. Don't stop this Nama movement, and get involved to evolve or dissolve. And y'all enjoy the rest of these holy days. Y'all stay in tune with the family. Some people you got to spoon feed them the reality, because the Matrix is so. I don't want to hear about the Matrix movie, but the Matrix is so woven deep that, how they said, one of the rules of the original, he said at a certain, they got rules that they don't wake you up after a certain age, because you're so dug in deep to the program that you won't be able to survive if expressed and broken down to explain that none of the programming is real. One of my favorite lines in the Matrix, when Neo told Morpheus, he said, "I can't feel my eyes." And Morpheus said, "It's because you never used them." Never used them. And even with all the stuff that we talk about, it's only the tip of the iceberg. So I was giving a bill to the younger brother. I said, imagine this. Imagine being on a planet and the things that you have to pass on to the people. Nobody on the planet is mentally, spiritually ready to receive the information. So you have to grab a group of people and speed up their intellect and spiritual bodies in order for them to now spread that doctrine around, in order for a generation of people to come into existence that can comprehend and understand what you have to say. That's how the master teacher's been living amongst us. That's how he's been living amongst us. He had to breed generations of people, like teaching, and then they teaching and teaching, and generations go by to where one of the generations get it and be like, oh, this is what he's talking about. But he had all that time, he's sitting there like, yeah, Muhammad, yeah, Jesus, yeah. Mama is in the window. Word, bro. That's how lonely he was on his planet. And still, I mean, we know how we understand the basics of a lot of stuff now, but think about that. A lot of this stuff we just getting now, he was teaching in the 60s. Yo, bro. Nothing to play with. And anybody that think they getting over, it's all a test from him to see where your head is at, to see whether he could put other responsibilities and more sacred things in your possession. You see? So I'm gonna say this to anybody earshot and eyeshot. If anything that I've said, and that's agreeable, that you learn from, that you get, that inspires you, know that I'm only a ray from the great sun. You know what I'm saying? The sun, the great sun that's incarnating amongst us, Panabab Yanu. Yeah. I'm just a ray, the offspring of Al-Kut, a reflection of the infinite. He's the formless in form. So just remember that, like, attribute it to the source. I'm just and of course, as a son, S-U-N, and a son, S-O-N, I'm also a self-producing, you know what I'm saying? So we give birth to ourselves. We start off with our mother, we give praises due, but then life hits and we have to now make a decision to become either part of the programming and flow with whatever's going on, or we make a decision that we're going to break the mold, break the matrix, break the code, and become incarnations and reflect the ancestors and overseers' energy that's coming through our DNA. We got to make a decision. So I got to make a decision to move on to the next day. I appreciate y'all for being here with me. You already know, like we say every day, family, it's our time. If not now, then when? If not this, then what? And if not us, then who? I appreciate y'all. It's your brother, Pharaoh Shepsi Dwamuter Famoun, and I greet you and leave you all with Rabadu Ashuk Wadu Muisa. Worldwide. Peace and divine unconditional love. Farewell, my family. Assalamu alaikum with magic, and y'all be safe. Change is upon us. Pay attention. Wadu.